Down bridge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pre-chorus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chorus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pre-chorus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chorus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interlude. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Break. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down bridge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bridge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chorus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. Hopefully this works. Last time I lost my take. Did you hear what I did at the end there? I did like these cool swells. I played one of the wrong chords, but I also did this. That's like string noise, right? When you let your hand off. If you listen to a lot of these Prime tracks, you'll hear that on some of the takes, and it's like, I can't believe they kept it in there. I'm not one to talk though, because these are sloppy playthroughs. So yeah, Sunday Schooling is the name of the channel, and the goal is just to get you prepared for Sunday as quickly as possible, so we can serve the Lord with excellence and do all the other stuff that we have to do throughout the week, as busy as we are. So, working in Prime. On this song, Jesus We Love You, there's only one electric track. Sometimes there's like 6 tracks to sort through and you got to figure out what you're going to do. This one's nice and easy. It's one electric track, and they only have one electric mixed in there. Sometimes they'll have one electric track and they'll have 6 electric guitars mixed in there, and you're like, all right, I guess I have to learn a part to play over top of all that, because you can't just, if you're the only guitar player that's electric like I am, I can't mute a track that has like 6 guitars worth of stuff going on, because the track's going to sound empty if I try to fill all that by myself. So in this one, there's one electric track. Running through the effects real quick. This is just going to be through my iPhone mic. The audio through the playthrough was direct, so not going to get the full sound quality here, but I lately have just been running a plate reverb always on, kind of like a room. And that way, when I unmute stuff, I always have that behind me. And that comes in handy on this song for the bridge, where it's almost a dry signal, except for the flanger. But then this song also has a nice quarter note, pretty prominent delay. And then I use a cloud setting. This is usually a small, medium, and large cloud. With this cloud, I actually have set to be a little bit less than my medium cloud. So this is just like a nice little moderate cloud setting here. And that's like the bass tone for the song, is those 2 things. And then varying levels of drive. I have 3 gain stages that I use in this song. My normal gain stages are 1, 2, 3, and 4 sometimes. And then like a fuzzed out rat. But in this one, I'm using a clean boost, just to push my my clean signal, which is edge of break, up a little bit more. So in this one, it's without the clean boost, it sounds like this. With the clean boost, and then gain stage 1, and then for the last big chorus, right? Try not to do that finger wobble and stuff like I just did. It's not a good sound unless you're going for it. Yeah, and then using your pickup selector too. I know you might not be able to see it on this. Hopefully you can see it in the playthrough. I lost my last take, and so I kind of was just throwing this together. But just looking at the parts, let's just look at the parts real quick. There's nothing going on in the beginning here with the electric guitar for the down bridge in the beginning and the first verse. I just did some random stuff there that some of you might have just tuned out when you saw me noodling over that. I get it. But there's nothing happening there. You don't come in until this pre-chorus, and I forget the chords, but the notes are A, B, D, and then this is like your A chord or your 5 chord, C sharp. And then your main thing that you probably want to learn that you're here for is the chorus. You've got most of the song is just the 1 and the 4. So if we're in D, it's the G chord, which is your 4 chord, and then the 1, which is your D chord. So the chorus is your G chord. I'm playing the C-shaped G chord, so like if I had my C chord back here, like my cowboy chord, the lowest note is C. If I slide that up to G, but play the same shape, I got my G chord, but it's a C-shaped chord, and I'm not playing the root. I'm not playing the G. I'm starting with the B. B, D, G, B. F sharp, D, A. And then your 1 chord, your D chord, it's your A-shaped D chord. So if I had my A chord back here, my low note is A, I just slide that up. It's like a power chord, but with your major third on top. It's a whole step bend. I'm still working on getting that really consistent and nice and good and in pitch and bend up at a good pace. But if you're not comfortable with that, you could do a slide. or you could do a hammer on. I wouldn't do a hammer on. You could pick it. But yeah, so it's your G chord, then your 1 chord, again, I'm not bending very good right now, and then it does the G chord thing again, and then it does this F sharp half step in, and then the recording has a slide on it, but I do this chromatic hammer on from D up to E. That's the whole chorus thing. Right? So the first time I do it with the boost, clean boost. The second time I do it with my gain stage 1, and then the last time with the kilt. Now this interlude here, they come from that half step bend, and then they do yeah, so it's so you've got D on your D string, F sharp on your G string, G on your B string, and then later on they bring in this D on the high E string. So 6 times you do this pattern where it's G, it's the strings I'm picking, G, D, G, B, G. 6 times. I think they do that 6 times too. And then they do this again. Right, you just listen to the recording, but I think it's 6 times for the pick part, 6 times for the higher part. And then maybe it's 6 times coming out of it, I'm not sure. And then the last thing I want to call out is this bridge section here. This is where I kill the delay, kill the cloud reverb, put on a flanger. Sometimes I'll come to like my middle pickup or the bridge pickup. That's one thing I want to call out with all these parts and what pickups and what drives. You can be practicing it in your bedroom, and then when you get in, especially if you're playing in a different venue than you normally play in, or a different room or a different church, it could be a different pickup that you have to use or a different drive that you have to use. So just bear that in mind. Generally, I'll keep, for this song, you can get away with the bridge pickup for the whole thing, neck pickup for swells. But then this part, I kick the flanger on, just got my nice little room type reverb on, and then it gives you the 2 chord. So it's E minor 7 with no 5th, so no B, E, G, D, E, G, D. You just slide that finger shape up. I think that's a 1/3. And then this is your 4 chord, but it's a major 7. So G, B, F sharp, 12, 12, 14. And then what you do is, as soon as you're done with that, you're going to do this little... But what you need to do is, as soon as you hit that D note, the first part of that pattern, you've got to have your delay on. Because you want to have that in there. So you'll notice that, like, I'll hit that. And I'm doing all this other stuff. I'm turning the flanger off. I'm turning my cloud back on. If I'm not on my neck pickup, I'm kicking to the neck pickup. And then for that last big chorus, the kilt comes on, or you could stack your clean boost into your stage 1 or whatever, but the kilt comes on for me. And you just do the chorus out. And then, if depending on what kind of worship setting you're in, you might just ride those chords for a while. It's really just the 1 and the 4. You can do swells. You've got to remember to turn your volume knob up. It's your G chord, your D chord, G, D, Yeah. So looking forward to questions, comments, any way that I can help us get ready for Sunday quickly and with excellence. And yeah, I've said some other stuff in the first video here. I'm hoping this will be the second of many more videos to come. I'm going to have to refine the format and to get it more organized and not be so all over the place. But anything I can do to help, please let me know. Love you guys and have a great week.